So why are you out here today?
Pretty much one of the biggest reasons coming out here today is I work for a shitty corporation, unfortunately, and one of the biggest things about the job that I work at, which I'm not going to name, because, you know, they have the power to fire people, is they don't allow unions. If they find out you're in a union at my job, they instant termination. They'll also pay a penalty to the government they'd rather pay a fine than give everyone in the company insurance. And they're also getting rid of full-time spots. They can pay you less money and give you less hours. So they keep lining their own pockets.
So who are the 99% to you?
9% to me are the average working man, average working person, a man or woman, average person in the country that works hard for their living, comes out, works hard, and just gets shit on by rich lobbyists, rich corporate interests, rich dirtbag people that would rather line their pockets than give a shit about people that work hard.
So how do you feel about how the movement's progressed over the past several weeks?
I feel like it's progressed pretty well. I feel like we're getting out there. It's not a lot of people in a lot of places, but it's still, the movement's there.
So have you been keeping up with what's been happening?
Keeping up online, usually through Facebook, through online media channels, hearing what other people are saying, finding out about what's going on through other people.
So you've been keeping up with what's happening nationally?
Yes.
What issues would you like to see Occupy Tallahassee address?
Through some of the issues, I'd like I stated before, you know, getting the word out there, getting people to really realize that there's 99% of people out here, you know. There's average people out here, all different types of people out here protesting for all different types of things. People need to realize what's up.
How long have you been coming out? This your first?
First time.
Cool.
But I'm keeping up with it. Buddy Lyle does pictures, so for most of the time. It's the first time I've been able to come out, but I've been following it since it's first started.
So have you been involved in any other political events before Occupy?
Here and there when we were back in high school. But it's the first big one I've really gotten a hold of and really gotten behind and actually come out to support and looked at on the internet. Really gotten into actually interests me to actually come out and do something about it. I've seen what's been going on in New York and Oakland. It's really got me more interested in it. Also in California, I had a lot of friends that actually went across the country and went to California and hit up all the spots they had in all the other towns on their way out to California to go to one in San Francisco.
Do you know anyone who was at Oakland?
I don't know anyone that was actually in Oakland. I know a couple of my friends that were in San Francisco and making their way out to Oakland. So I don't know if they actually got out to Oakland to witness all that, but I know they were in San Francisco. So
have the so seeing the way this movement has evolved, do you think it's going to make you more politically aware and more politically active in the future?
I think it's going to start making more people more politically active. I think people need to start realizing, you know, they've been getting shit on for a long time. People need to start realizing what's happening to them, you know?
So what activities, what actions would you like to see happen over the course of the next several weeks as far as Occupy Tallahassee?
I'd like to see more people get involved.
Like how?
Just anyway, coming out, supporting it, either supporting it online, coming out, telling people, just getting people interested in it, getting people interested in something, you know, in a movement that's going on.
Have you kept up with the bank actions that are going to be happening or have happened?
A little bit. I've seen some of the ones where they protested out in front of Chase and stuff like that, so.
Were you a member of a big bank?
No, I'm at Commerce, so community bank. I'm not a member of a big bank. I took my money out of a big bank a long time ago. About 3 years ago. So I was tired of getting ripped off by them.
What do you think about the way the media has handled the Occupy movement?
You mean like big time media? Like
yeah, in general.
Fox, CNN, how they've handled it. I feel like they put a bad spin on what's been going on, a lot of what's been going on. I mean, you'll have people out here, like Lyle was telling me, you have people out here throw change at people, scream at people. Told people I've been a part of it. People are like, oh, that's horseshit, you know, whatever, you know, but it's not.
Do you have a lot of friends who are critical of the Occupy movement?
Some friends. A lot of friends are critical that are into it, really into it. But then you have other groups of friends and people that I work with and other coworkers that think it's a bad idea, but they haven't realized, you know.
I mean, they making fun of it, thinking it's stupid.
Yeah, stuff like that. But,
So, what do you think is the role of online media? Do you think that's been more effective?
I think the role of online media has been way more effective. I mean, I don't watch big time news media because they push their own agenda. So I usually read, you know, even online. I mean, everyone pushes an agenda. If you're going to look at news, everyone pushes an agenda. But it's you have to invest. You have to read through the lines, pretty much. So I usually investigate by going online, get it from a bunch of different sources, usually going through online. I usually like the online way, he's a little bit more critical. I mean, usually, USA Today, usually to me, is like one of the better news medias because they don't put a spin really, and they're really bipartisan.
Do you think that the goals of the Occupy movement are accurate?
Yeah. So I think everyone can kind of interpret it in their own way, which I like too. Their own little way of how they can interpret it into their own lives. So you can have all different types of people. That's what I really like about it. It's not just going towards one thing. It's going towards a set goal, yeah, but it's everyone can interpret it in their own way, which I enjoy.
The criticism about the movement not having set goals, you think that's unfounded?